what's up with nerds and Satanism? Like they're just kind of, yeah, we're gonna unleash the Dark Lord and everyone's gonna bow to us. Like, what's up with the fucking super geeky thinking
Yeah,
that those
it's
things from
cool.
hell are awesome? You think that's their way of summoning demons to come eat or like, destroy the people that have wronged them?
I think that's what it. I think it's related to like the problem is times are changing and it won't
Yeah.
maybe make sense anymore. And then we'll see if they were really like if the devil is really in control of that part of the people because whatever. But I do think it's a downtrodden, bullied tactic
Yeah.
because I think we get a lot of stuff from the US and you have to think about the US and I'm picturing like the fucking Midwest or the South or whatever, very super Christian, right? And all the football players and stuff, they have their moms with the beehive haircut and they all go to Christian church, and they
Sure.
do all that stuff. And then if you're bullied by those people and their kids,
Yeah.
you're gonna turn to, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and I think that's probably where the nerd connection to
To the
goth
devil.
devil
Yeah.
stuff. I think that's where that comes from. Is they're nerds looking for a bigger bully to take on their bullies.
And who's a bigger bully than Lucifer himself, right?
One might say the first ever bully.
Yeah. Yeah, what was he? The uncle of all lies, the father of all tricks. Yeah,
But
he's
if you do just follow the story, he is just a bully because he God is his dad. He's an
yeah,
older brother bully. God is his
yeah,
dad, and he's like his first son. I mean, he's got a bunch of first sons, but he has his first son. Then God has a different family, because him and the wife get divorced, and he has a
yeah.
different set of kids. And these are the younger siblings of
Like
Lucifer,
like all great
humans.
powerful men do,
Yeah,
get
yeah,
divorced.
yeah. Get it right the second time, as we always
Yeah.
say. And he's got this next set of kids and he brings them around the older siblings and he's like, hey, this is your little brother, be nice. And
Right.
Lucifer's fucking now a disgruntled older brother and he goes, fuck
Yeah,
this, I'm gonna swirly these humans for the rest of time.
right. He's angry, arms crossed in his room listening to loud music because that's who he was,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
angel of music or whatever. And then like, you know what? I'm gonna start my own life. I don't need you, Dad. And then he comes to
Yeah,
Earth
yeah.
and
That's
his
right.
whole job is just to corrupt God's new children.
That's
You know what I
correct.
mean?
That's that's
Oh,
that's the history. Lucifer, world's first bully.
I like this. Why do they teach us shit like this in school this
This is
way?
oh, we should
That way,
become
if you get,
teachers.
yeah, that way if you're getting picked on, you can tell the bully, you know, you're acting very much like the devil, and then you're like, oh, cool, and then he kills the kid.
I do think I'm a little forgiving of some people who like get into devil stuff because I think it's always been cool to be counter culture or whatever. So I think there's another set of people. There's the nerds who get into the goth stuff because they want it the ultimate bully or whatever. But then there was also the guys who were just like fucking uh idiots or whatever, but like cool guys, and they'd be like everybody at school is telling them like, "Oh, you got to don't forget, pray to Jesus," and all that kind of
I
stuff, and they go like, "Oh, fuck that, the devil's cool," and they just think it's like funny to be that guy,
Yeah,
Bill Hicksy kind.
yeah,
Um,
those assholes who think they're smarter than everything, and they go
yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
just
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
toy around with this. But no, I'm with you. I think the younger they are, and they get into it because they're, they got low self-esteem and they think it's cool. I'm have an easier time forgiving those kids because you know what
yeah, yeah,
happens is they get into it, but they still have that little gay innocence about them, so they'll still dwell in it as they get a little older and older
yeah, yeah, yeah,
until something super creepy happens to them, and then they turn to God. The
yeah,
guy
yeah,
who
yeah,
the
yeah,
Bill Hicks asshole will not get into it, but fuck with it, and something would happen to him, like he'll see a face in the mirror or some shit, and he'll just blow it off like a big
yeah,
jerk.
yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, that's just my imagination. It's probably just too much of the weed smoking. And he'll never get out of it until Lucifer is actually torturing him in hell. And that guy, I don't feel bad for.
By the way, if you
The
just
arrogance.
follow, it's very a lot of very, but if you just follow, like if you believe in this stuff and you follow like the religious story of like what happens, which is Lucifer tempts me in life to do bad things, do whatever, right?
Yeah.
Tempts me to do bad things. I do those bad things. I end up in hell, and then Lucifer goes, "Ha ha, gotcha," and
Gotcha. Yeah.
tortures you. What an asshole! What a
Yeah.
fucking piece of shit!
He fucking wedgies and kicks you in the balls for eternity. Believing is bullshit. Yeah.